Hey guys, Dan Fooled, Mr. Grey, Dandalf the Grey. I've been trying to make a video since last week about the subject we're about to talk about, but I nearly died from the man flu. I didn't, but you know, as everyone knows, the man flu affects blokes worse. We're not man babies most of the time. I want to talk about the live stream that Beardo did last week, where he had skeptics and believers on to talk about the fake paranormal and are they ruining real paranormal investigations. I didn't get invited. I watched the live stream, but like I was too ill to make a response video because I really wanted to. I had a lot to say on the subject, but I was ill. But it was a really good live stream. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it already. And it was called, Is the Fake Paranormal Damaging the Legit Investigators with Guests? Are the fake paranormal? Yeah, same thing basically. They had a discussion, you know, from paranormal investigators and debunkers, again, not me, whether the fake paranormal is ruining the real paranormal. It's very good. I very much enjoyed it. Now, full disclosure before I go further with what I'm about to talk about, I am an open skeptic. I have been for a long, long time. I believe in the laws of physics, the scientific method of testing and observation. I'm not a scientist. I say that all the time. I'm not a scientist, but I do follow that rule of thumb. Not this one. But I am open to possibilities. I say it all the time. I'm open to the possibility of something, of anything being right or wrong. It's just the way I always have been. When it comes to the paranormal, the kind of videos I make, I say, and it's in my disclaimer, it's in my bio, it's everywhere. I'm not debunking the paranormal, I'm debunking stupid fake videos on YouTube, which people think are real. That's how I've always done this for almost 5.5 years now. And I really wanted to say a lot in that live stream when I was watching it, but unfortunately, thankfully, there's a lot of people watching, and you know, my comments sort of got buried sometimes. I asked a question, it was ignored. I had some points we're going to go over right now, and I posit to you to let me know in the comments what you think of these points and my opinion, because it is just my opinion. They were asking, are the fake paranormal damaging the legit investigators? And one of my observations were, we'll get to, there's two parts to this video I want to talk about. The first part is one of my observations I put forward to the chat and the live stream is, to the outsider, you know, say you're not in this community, you're not in part of the paranormal community, you don't watch paranormal investigations, you don't follow them, you know, to the book, you don't follow your favorite creators. So if you were an outsider in the paranormal community and you see two side-by-side videos together of one you know for a fact is fake and one channel you know for a fact is legit and completely honest, you would not be able to tell the difference. This is what I was saying in the chat. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference because regardless of fake or real, all the same methods are used in every single investigation. The same things are said, called out. The same equipment is used, which we'll go over the equipment now and the history of the equipment they use and why you should not be using them. That's what I say all the time. But that was one of the reasons I put forward, is that the fake paranormal damaging legit investigations is because you can't tell the difference. You cannot tell the difference between an investigation of a fake or a real person. And this isn't a slight on anyone who does, you know, honest investigations. It's not a slight on them at all. It's not their fault, but that's just the way it is on the paranormal YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube now, right? YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, does that do it? I don't know. Facebook, it's all the same. You look at a couple of videos from each different kinds of channels, and if you didn't know any better, they would be looking exactly the same. They all have night vision. They all have EMF readers. They all have Ovilus. Not all of them, but I'm generalizing now. But they all have Ovilus equipment. They all have SLS cameras. They all do the Estes method. They do all these kinds of methods and use all these different equipments. Equipments, is that a word? But whether they're fake or real, they all do the same thing. Every investigation looks the same. I think that's one of the reasons why I think the fake paranormal is absolutely damaging the honest, legit people who go out there to try and find something. But the other problem is YouTube thrives on sensationalism, negativity. Sometimes it does. You put a video up which is positive, you put a video up which is negative. The negative one will get the most views and then the most traction. It's a fact. It's a fact of YouTube. That's why drama sells, unfortunately. People get excited for that stuff, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why we look at the newspaper to see what dreaded nuclear holocaust we're about to face every single week. That stuff sells. There's a reason why fake paranormal channels get way more traction, way more views, way more bigger audience than the honest, legit ones. It's because they are shouting and screaming. It's more exciting. It's more exciting. If you're an outsider, shouting and screaming and running away from a creepy ghost is way more exciting than someone calling into the wind for 8 hours a day. It's a fact. It's a fact you have to come to realize when it comes to paranormal YouTube. That's what I think it is. But like I said, I don't think it helps. I don't think it helps that real, legit, honest investigators use the exact same methods as the fake channels. Now, like I said, I'm not saying they do it deliberately. That's just what they've been told. That's what they've been told works. When I say the equipment is used is the exact same as the fakers, I know the response is going to be, but that's the method. That's the method you have to use. But this is my counter argument to that. Over the years, if you use the scientific methods, observation, testing, and looking for results, that's essentially the scientific method in a nutshell. Like I said, I'm not a scientist, but I do know about this stuff. You test something, you test it over and over. If it doesn't work, you try something else. Say, for example, you had a laser gun. You want to shoot that laser gun. You shoot the laser gun doesn't go off. So you change something in that laser gun. Try it again, doesn't go off. You change something again, it goes off. Boom. That laser gun works. Right, okay, brilliant. Now that works, I can move on to either making it better, or I can move on to something brand new. That's the way the method works. If, and I've said this before, if you are using, in paranormal investigation I'm talking about now, in the context of paranormal investigations, if you are using the same methods over and over again and getting no results, and maybe it's time to try something else. Maybe that's the way you get out of this rut of looking exactly like a fake paranormal channel, because like I said, to the outsider they look exactly the same. Maybe it's time to try different methods. The not EMP, sorry, that's something else. Ovilus, the SLS, they've all been used with, from what I can see over the years and being in this community, they've all been used with pretty much no results coming back. I don't find the knock as evidence. That could be anything above a ghost. You could list 100 things off before you get to a ghost. I don't see the EMF lights lighting up as evidence. That's not evidence, that's just the lights lighting up because it's detecting electromagnetic frequencies. Again, nobody has said that's how you find ghosts. That's just someone just said, I'm going to try that. And now all of a sudden it's fact. It's fact, that's how you find ghosts. So instead of using the exact same methods, exact same equipment that every single other channel does, try different things. Like the Estes method. The Estes method, you're pretty much the enterprise computer calling out things we already know is happening, the spirit box. But at least it's something different. At least it's something different. They're trying a different thing, but it's essentially someone spouting off the words that the spirit box is telling them, essentially. So that's that with the equipment. Now again, the argument I know I'll get, is, well, that's the method you're supposed to use. But think now who came up with the majority of those equipments, I keep saying equipments. The majority of those techniques were brought up by Bill Chappell, who was the technician for Ghost Adventures. Ghost Adventures, Zach Bagans. In the early days, they would go to this guy called Bill Chappell, who was an engineer, and he would give them these gadgets to use or to test. They even said in the beginning of their earlier episodes, they said, we have been sent this box, talks to ghosts. Didn't say it like that, but and they would say, we're testing this new equipment. And fair play, testing new equipment, great. Almost 20 years down the line now, people are still using them with no comeback or no evidence as far as I can tell. So maybe there's something to look at, maybe changing something up in your investigation, like night vision. The only reason people use, as far as I can tell, night vision in paranormal investigations is because it makes you, the viewer, look at something, ooh, this is creepy. If you had all the lights on, it wouldn't be creepy. There's no reason to turn the lights off other than to make it look, bring the mood down and give it a creepy vibe. That's the only reason to use night vision in paranormal investigation, as far as I can tell. And the only other reason is to bring the person who's there at the time as well, bring their mood into a creepy mood. There's no other reason to do it other than that. And that was popularized by Most Haunted back in 2001, 2002. I think they were pretty much, not the first, but they were the ones who popularized night vision in paranormal investigations. Ghost Adventures with the Ovulus, the SLS, Spirit Box, they were popularized by the Ghost Adventures. The EMF, that's been around since the 50s, but the techniques and the equipment has all been popularized by programs we know has fake things. Going on, the part where I said if you're an outsider you can't tell the difference, maybe it's time to change it up. But on to my next part. So going on to the second thing I want to talk about, or what I've alluded to, is should paranormal investigations be filmed for YouTube? If you're filming something for YouTube, like you said, you have to make it entertaining. You get to get the hook, as they were saying in the live stream, which is all fair and dandy. But are you doing it to get that cinematic shot, that cool shot, or are you doing it to show people your findings? Same when you used to do maths in school, you'd show your findings. Does it become about making YouTube videos, or is it about the paranormal investigation? Now, I know the argument will be, well, I want to show people that, even though I didn't find anything, we did all this, and that's fine. But if you continue to show things which are nothing happening, should those be up on YouTube or on the internet in general? Should you only put up the stuff which you think you have found something, or if you think, oh, that's evidence, I should upload that, I should film that? When it comes to scientific discovery, I'm not talking about years ago, I'm talking about now. When scientists discover something, they don't make videos of, they make some videos of the testing period, but they don't make video of every single testing period and upload it to YouTube or put it out there to the scientific community. They'll put a few tests up, this is what we're doing, and then maybe a year or two down the line they think, and this is what we found. As far as I can tell, only the paranormal field put out content where nothing happens, because they're being honest about it, yet they do it time and time again, the same thing, uploading it again and again and again, with nothing, with no results, no evidence. And again, I'm not slating that, it's just an observation I'm making. So, I quickly want to read Dead Cold Paranormal, his post he put out the other day after watching Beardo's live stream. Now, first of all, Dead Cold, if you ever see this, I don't think you should stop what you enjoy. If you enjoy it, do it. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I do understand your comment, so I'm going to read it out. So he said, watching Beardo's live stream panel debate show with all the guests being worth listening to and taking on board their comments is yet again making me think I need to change what I do and how I approach an investigation. I'm being honest here, unfortunately, folks. What I do on my channel is entertainment. It may be honest entertainment. Some might say interesting and informative, but it's still just that. I've been struggling with all things YouTube paranormal for all this year, and it's not what I want for the foreseeable future. When the chance arises, I prefer to take nothing, no equipment, no cameras, nothing. If I'm going to continue my journey within this so-called paranormal world, I'd like a personal experience without me constantly thinking, oh, I need a camera shot. Let me get B-roll. Let me get set up here because it looks good. I must go to this location because loads of people say it's haunted. I might as well be a short filmmaker. That there is the personification of what I was saying. Take out content creation, take out entertainment value. What are you filming a paranormal investigation for if you always heed no results? That's like I said, this is something I'm asking. I'm not saying you shouldn't make paranormal investigations videos at all. I'm not saying that at all. I enjoy some of them. Not all of them, but I do enjoy them. Like I said, I enjoy it for the people involved. I enjoy it for the entertainment value. It's entertaining, it's exciting to watch. People enjoy watching them, so why shouldn't you make them? But if you're doing it for the evidence-based scientific part of it, should it be filmed, and should you only, or not should it be filmed, obviously you want to film it just in case something happens, but should it be uploaded onto the internet? I don't know, it was an interesting live stream that I didn't get invited to. I'm joking, by the way, but it was an interesting live stream, and I can totally understand why people would want to make content creation and make it entertaining for people with B-roll, but at the same time, if you're going for the scientific methodology of I'm trying to find something that people don't believe in, but I want to find proof, is it supposed to be entertaining? I don't know. It's just something I found very interesting, and I would love to have a conversation with other people about it myself, now that I'm not ill. So my 2 points are, if you want to distinguish yourself from the fake paranormal, if you're an honest paranormal investigator, try and change some methods, change the way people look at paranormal investigations instead of doing the exact same thing that they've been doing for 20 odd years with no results. Like I said, the evidence that some people come up with, I don't see as evidence myself. That's just coincidental noises that can easily be explained from natural phenomena. And the second part, is it about making entertaining videos, or is it about scientifically trying to prove that ghosts exist? And that's all I'm going to say on that. Like I said, if you got this far, I hope I didn't come across as slating anyone, because I'm friends with a lot of these people, and that's not why I made this video. Like I said, I get entertained by watching that kind of thing, but my little logical brain had to ask these few questions. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like this video, leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do this quite often. I don't know why I went all De Niro over there, but I'm growing. Please leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on what I've just talked about. And dead cold, if you ever see this, don't ever stop what you enjoy doing. If whether you want to make it entertaining, that's fine. Keep on doing it. But that's my little questions about it. But anyway, I'm going. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.